Hey, this is Mary Elizabeth.
And Will. Louie, come back here.
Anyway, while Will chases Louie down, I want to talk to you about Louie's Cafe. We're located in the Goodwill Shopping Center, right across from the hospital on Highway 41. We're open from 6:30 to 2, Monday through Friday, and we offer a full breakfast Saturday mornings.
Here, you hold him. We have fresh sandwiches, delicious salads, and the best coffee in town. With our indoor and outdoor seating, drive-through, call-ahead ordering, and a full line of catering, we make it easy to fit breakfast or lunch into your schedule. We may not be the best thing since sliced bread, but we are the best thing on it. Come see us at Louie's Cafe.
Fox Sports News go now.
I'm Deb Carson. Saints head coach Sean Payton appealing his 1-year suspension for his role in the team's bounty rule violations. And assistant head coach Joe Vitt will also appeal his 6-game suspension. While the Dallas Cowboys hired former defensive tackle Leon Lett as an assistant defensive line coach, and Major League Baseball hired Tony La Russa as a special advisor. Prosecutors in Florida have dropped domestic battery charges against Manny Ramirez because his wife wasn't cooperating with the investigation. While Knicks point guard Jeremy Lin out tonight against the Hawks with a sore knee. This is his 3rd straight game. Lynn will have missed with the injury. And at the Shell Houston Open, it's Brian Davis and Louis Oosthuizen atop the leaderboard at 11 under par. Phil Mickelson, Tommy Gainey, Greg Owen, 2 strokes off the lead at 9 under par. Sports news as it happens on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey everybody, it's New York Nicky. I want to tell you that I found the best Italian restaurant around. It's Angelo's right here in Cartersville. Located at West End Commons on Henderson Drive, Angelo's offers the best authentic Italian food in Bartow County. For the most awesome spaghetti with meatballs, lasagna, linguine with white clam sauce, chicken parmesan, and many more delicious dishes, and the very best pizza this side of Brooklyn, head on over and see Angelo. And tell him you heard about him on NewsTalk AM 1270 WYXC. Angelo's, where everybody's part of the family. Forget about it.
Gather around your radios, my friends, and listen. For too long, we have spent our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse, looking for the right kind of light bulbs, searching for an air filter that actually fits. No more. We will go to Ace. Get help from people who know their stuff. Get it the second we walk in, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. My friends, it's time to get your weekend back.
Come see us at 924 West Avenue, Cartersville. Ace, the helpful place.
At Richard Barnes Concrete, we take pride in our work and would like the opportunity to be of service to you. With 35 years' experience, Richard Barnes Concrete can handle any of your concrete or masonry needs. Some of our services are tearing out of existing concrete, driveways and patios, or repairs and alterations to existing work. No matter the size of job, we can help. We also have a commercial construction division. Visit us at gaconcrete.com or call 770-546-0138.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Bartow Sports Showcase on NewsTalk AM 1270 WYXC. John Underwood in the studio, and I'm just going to go ahead and apologize to everybody now. Frank Sieber in here with me tonight. Will has taken a leave of absence. The drama queen has not been able to get his contract finalized, and he's holding out on us. So, Wilbur, just get over it and just sign it and come back. I mean, come on. We went through this with Kevin, and we finally got it done and over with, and Will is, he's just being stubborn.
What does he want, a bigger chair?
I think so. No. bigger chair, two cups of water. Yeah. 2 cups of water. I don't know. I don't know what he wants, but
can't do it.
Before we get started, I just want to give a big shout-out and thank you to our sponsors, Ace Hardware Cartersville. They're located right off of West Avenue on the west side of Cartersville. Go out and see them. John Payne, Kiera, everybody over there, they're great. Anything you need for the garden, lumber, lawnmowers, they've got them. Hardware, nails, screws, hammers. Do you know what any of that stuff is?
Of course. I love going in there because nobody bothers you. You know, like people pushing you around in Lowe's and Home Depot and stuff. A lot of people in there. You could actually stand there and look at what you really need, and you got time. And people come over to help you.
Yeah, I mean, they're very, very helpful over there. Just want to say thank you to them for sponsoring the show. They've been a big sponsor of the show since we started up. Just want to say thank you to them. Go out and see them. They're great over there. And this little bitty cafe that I know of, it's called Louis Cafe, and, you know.
Really? Where is that?
It's right across the street on Highway 41 from the Cartersville Hospital.
Oh, good place to be.
In all honesty, they're a great place. They've got the best coffee I have ever had in my life. Go by and see them. They got a drive-through window. You can give them a call. Call it in ahead of time, and they'll have it ready, waiting on you in the drive-through window. They do catering. They've got the Women's Expo this weekend and a huge wedding that they're catering. So I know that they can do it. Give them a call. Check them out. They're great folks over there. Getting into our local stuff, Frank. Why don't you give everybody a little taste of what happened at Cass?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
As
hoping.
usual.
Remember the lady that threatened to throw you out the window?
Yeah, why? Because I was just trying to explain what I heard outside, and then came up, and I was explaining about the rule, and then that lady was going crazy on me.
It didn't matter. At that point, it did not matter.
She was like livid.
She's supposed to be calling in. If she remembers, she's going to call in, and we're going to discuss that.
She was hot, boy. I don't even know what happened, man. I'll tell you what, I was sitting there scoring a game, and you know, it looked like Cass tied it up, and everybody's all excited, jumping around. Next thing I look up, and Chattahoochee guys are going crazy. They're celebrating. I'm like, what happened? They obviously called the guy out for interference at second base. Who was that, Dalton Palm?
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if he slid in too high, you know, and put his hands up. I don't know what happened.
I believe it was a judgment call on umpire's behalf.
It always is.
Well, nobody was happy because Cass would have tied the game.
Yeah.
And they had the momentum at that point
it was
to
over.
win the game.
And I've never seen two umpires run out of a ball field faster than them two did. They didn't even talk to the coaches or nothing. They were just gone. And,
no.
That was crazy.
Coach Eubanks was livid, and he was halfway chasing him off the field just because he was looking for an answer.
Yeah, I know, and they just went right through the dugout, went off the field. They were gone, man. They changed the clothes. I don't think they wanted to go to extra innings because the weather was moving in. You know, the storm clouds were moving in. It started raining right after we left.
That's no reason to do that.
Yeah,
I mean, that really isn't. It's absolutely no reason.
But you know what? Listen, we've done what? 4 games over there at Cass? And every one of them has had crazy stuff going on.
Catcher interference, balks, you name it.
Batter interference, all kind of stuff.
I didn't know. Well, I knew there was batter interference, but I've never actually seen it happen.
You hang around the game long enough, you'll see it all.
Yeah, you hang around over there at Colonel Field, you'll see all sorts of stuff happen.
Oh, man.
And, you know, they still come out every week. They play hard.
Yeah, they've got some
good kids. They just haven't been able to catch any breaks. Like the Cass Woodland game that we did. That was a great game. But Cass was hitting them straight to the players, whereas Woodland was getting them hit into the gaps just out of the reach of anybody in the infield. And Cass just has not been able to catch a break this week. But if any of y'all have got a good story when it comes to a umpire or anybody like that, give us a call, 770-382-1270. We'd love to hear it, and so we can compare and see who's got the worst one.
I ain't never seen so many people just looking at you, huh? What? It's like, whoa. I mean, that's the first thing we said to these little guys. What just happened? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I was just scoring that guy, tying the game up. And I look up, and it was over. And that was just crazy. But I don't know. I guess a full moon always hangs around over there at Cass Field.
It was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
But it's a lot of fun.
Sticking with high school baseball, the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, they lost their first region game this year to Ringgold, which Ringgold is one of those teams they're going to go head-to-head for the region championship. They've got a great pitching staff up there in Ringgold. But they lost to Ringgold 7-4. But they came back and won a big game against the number 8 state-ranked Allatoona, who's become a big rival of Cartersville here, I think in the last 2 years. And that was a big one. Cartersville shut them out. They won 5-0. That was just a big game for Cartersville. They're still number 1 in the region. They're 7-1 in the region, 10-2 overall. They're averaging only 1 run given up a game.
Wow.
And that's amazing. And they're averaging 6 runs scoring a game. And right now they're sitting, actually their overall record is keeping them ahead of Ringgold, even though Ringgold's got the head-to-head. And I'm trying to see, Ringgold's got 1 loss in the region. I'm trying to see who it is. It's to Etowah. No. It's to Allatoona. Allatoona beat Ringgold 1-2 on the 19th of March. So right now it's kind of a 3-way thing going on. 3-4-way team tie in 7 AAA in high school baseball. Cass and Woodland, they're just not able to catch any breaks this year in region play. Both of them just have taken some hard losses. Cass won a big game against the region leader, and then turned around and lost that one to Chattahoochee. And Chattahoochee was not one of the better teams in the region. They just didn't have their best game, and they couldn't catch a break.
You know, what happens is a lot of times, too, they had just played that big game and won it, and the next, that Saturday afternoon, they're playing against a team they should beat, and you should beat them. But a lot of times you don't play up to your potential and beat them when you should really, hammer them pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like you're almost hungover from it.
Yeah, and you have like a false sense of security. Like, well, God, we don't have to really, we'll beat these. It happens all the time, man.
Yeah,
and
they overlooked them a little bit, maybe. You never can really tell what happens after a big win like that. You mentally, you're going in. All right, we're on a roll. We can keep on doing this, and then just stuff falls apart. And that last game, granted, Cass has won a game or two since then. Mm-hmm. But you could tell that their emotion level's gone down.
Yeah, and from what we've seen in them this year, they're very inconsistent. I mean, they have some really good players out there. Tyler Gates, Dalton Perham, Sam Ayers. Yeah, they have like 3 or 4 really, really, solid players. And too, like we were saying, a lot of times you just hit the ball right at people as hard as you can. That gets frustrating after a while. It's like, what do they, they get up there and they're, oh, man, well, no matter what I do, where I put it, field is right there. It gets very frustrating. But, they go out there, they play hard all the time, and they got a nice, complex over there, and I see a bright future for them.
Yeah, they're going to get better. I think that they'll get a couple wins under their belt after this one. I think it might carry them, and they might be a contender getting back into the playoffs this year, and hopefully Woodland will do the same thing. We've got a big game with Cass and Woodland coming up on April 17th. It's a big game because it's a county rivalry game, it's a region game, and we're also going to be out there for the Advocates Duck Derby. They're going to be selling ducks out there, $5 a piece. You could win a car, brand new car, just outright. It's an awesome little, I think it's a Honda Fit. Come out, see us. There'll be tables set up selling ducks. Terry Reed is actually donating. That he's got a contest with high school seniors that whoever sells the most ducks will get a $5,000 scholarship for college.
Wow, that's awesome.
And he's giving away $5,000 scholarship, $2,500 scholarship, $1,000 scholarship, and 2 $750 scholarships for the top 5 high school seniors that sell the most ducks for the Advocates this year.
Wow.
And that's really cool to them. And, we try to do as much as we can for the Advocates and the Duck Derby, and we love doing it. And so give us a call, and we'll be able to set you up with a duck.
That sounds good, man.
You want a duck, Frank?
Yeah, how many you got?
I got a bunch.
Yeah.
I got a stack of papers in there this big.
Wow.
Can all y'all see that? It's a stack of papers this big.
That big.
That big.
That big around.
I caught a fish this big. That fish gets bigger every time I tell that story. I don't know why.
That's the way it goes, man.
Cartersville wrestler that went deep into the state wrestling tournament this year signed with Bruton Parker. Bruton Parker is starting a wrestling team this next year, so he's going to be on their inaugural team. Jake Johnson, he is great. He's won state for Cartersville before individually. He's gone deep into the state tournament before multiple times. It's a great kid. It's a good pickup for them, especially for their inaugural team. That's the second or third kid they've gotten from Bartow County, and just congratulations to him, because that's a big deal for him, and it's going to be for Cartersville and for Bruton Parker. So congratulations to him. Glad to see a lot of kids here in the county moving on and going to bigger and better things.
Yep, and I like it. It's kind of exciting when you see them in the paper and everything. That's got to be really thrilling for the kids and the family, when they sign and all that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. And, we've been asked to talk a little bit about soccer. I mean, there's not a lot of people that like soccer out there a whole lot, but we'll talk about it. The Cass soccer teams claimed 2 wins over Woodland. The guys' team and the girls' team claimed wins over both the Woodland teams. And that's a big deal for Cass to come in and beat both the teams. This is a big deal. The soccer season for everybody, I haven't been able to get a whole lot of information on it, and I'm still working on getting more, but they're doing better. They're doing a lot better. The season started off slow for almost everybody, and
soccer just hasn't caught on in this country.
No.
I mean, they tried so hard for so long, like way back in the 70s with the
Pele.
And Canaglia, NASL, North American Soccer League, and all that stuff, and it just, for some reason, it doesn't click here because of American football, and it just, I don't know, man.
Football's awesome.
Oh, of course, but I'm not arguing that, man.
What are you saying, Frank?
I'm saying that I'm for American football, dude.
That's right. That's what I figured.
That's what I'm saying. But so for some reason, it hasn't done it. The only time I really watch soccer is, the World Cup or something. I mean, it's like up and down the field, and they might, boom, when they score, it's like everybody goes crazy because you might not see that again for another couple of games. 1 goal. It's really, but I root for Germany, so.
Germany?
Yeah.
Is there something I need to know, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Well, because Americans usually knocked out early, so Germany is one of the best teams. I lived in a German neighborhood, and when they won in 1990, boy, we had a blast. We had a real blast celebrating.
Well, Frank, we've got a caller. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, Todd?
Oh,
now,
what's up?
Here's the thing with soccer.
What's up? Here we're going to hear it now.
Tell me about soccer.
Bless these people's hearts. I know they love it, but it looks like kickball for blind people to me. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
kickball for blind people. Can I quote you on that one?
Yeah, you can quote me on that.
Oh right.
Okay.
But, you know what I think about basketball too.
Oh Lord, yeah.
It's a fine girl sport.
Oh,
well, what do you think about Jake Johnson getting signing on with Bruton Parker in their inaugural?
I think that's fantastic.
That's awesome. I mean, and that's like the second.
That is a real man sport, and because
Oh, I know.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
I'm sorry, but soccer. If you wouldn't have all these militant soccer moms who didn't want their kids to get hurt and would actually keep score when their kids were little, maybe if they'd make their goals bigger, so that there would be some actual scoring.
Bigger?
I don't know.
You can't make them any bigger.
I know. It's you
boring.
Look at you watch a soccer game.
I would just as well watch the athletic event of competition cheerleading. You notice that's what I didn't call it.
Man, this guy's rough.
I'm not getting involved on that one, Todd.
It's not a sport.
You know why I'm not getting in on that one?
Well, I'm always, I'm going to be right now too. You can't say a word.
It's a good thing she's not here, because her head might explode if she was listening to this.
If she's listening, she'll be calling in.
Turning that Georgia red too now.
Oh man, oh man, she's over at the.
It's boring. Good grief, they kick the ball. I can see that when I was a kid on the playground.
Well, then I guess technically me and Brandy were playing soccer in the backyard yesterday. We bought Mina one of those big pink those big huge pink plastic balls. You can kick it as hard as you can. It'll go about.
If they want to make it a sport, they've got to keep score when the kids are little.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You play to win.
Yes.
If you're just playing, it ain't a sport.
No.
If you ain't keeping score, it ain't a sport.
Well, they want listen, man, they want everybody today that plays gets a trophy. What's up with that?
I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't stand that.
Yeah, that is cool.
A bunch of mamby-pamby liberal Democrats.
Yeah, that's
we can't hurt their feelings. What's the real world going to do?
Oh, I didn't get a trophy. What is up with that?
Well, maybe you should lay off the ho-hos and work and exercise a little bit. You can't be 300 pounds and 10 years old.
I know, sitting on a bench and, you want a trophy like everybody else. Give me a break, man.
And you show up for games 30 minutes late and expect a trophy.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
God.
If people would just agree with me, they'd be a lot better off.
Hey, I tell you, you're going to be on the ballot in November?
Do what?
You're going to be on the ballot in November? Because I'll vote for you.
Well, Todd said he was going to run for mayor.
I live in the county. I can't do that.
Well, then you can get in on this county commissioner race.
Hey, Todd, don't worry about it. We can fudge your address like they do when they want to put kids in the city schools.
Hey, well, I can fix that address for you. I got plenty of those.
That's right. Todd, why don't you tell everybody where you're at?
All right, my business, I own the mail pouch. We're in the Longhorn Shopping Center. UPS, FedEx, notary, shredding, coffee packs, private mailbox. Guys, if you're riding around in your office right now, you need an address, and you need one on Main Street. So come see me, and I can hook you up.
Yeah, you can go in there and see that big, huge picture he's got hanging on the wall of the dude from Twilight.
I got a better one in my office, though, and you saw that one.
And he's got pictures of all the trophies.
I got a big signed Terry Bradshaw in my office.
Yes, that is a very nice picture. It's huge.
Terry Bradshaw? What?
Yes, Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw? Really? You were stealing? Oh, my goodness. Wow, you're stealing?
What is wrong with Terry Bradshaw? Come on, Frank.
He beat the Cowboys a few times in the Super Bowl.
Well,
Who cares? Oh, God.
Here's what I think about the Cowboys.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
They probably played soccer when they were little.
Tony Howell. I have got to give Tony Howell a shout-out on this. Tony Howell posted today that there's a guy that committed a murder. He was getting executed. He killed a 10-month-old little boy. Right, his last words right before they lethally injected him was, "Go Cowboys."
Wow.
That was his last words.
That was his last word.
Really?
Well, maybe
That
they can get something out of Tony Romo.
Maybe that was Tony Romo.
He's the worst quarterback. He is the biggest choker of a quarterback in the whole NFL.
I ain't going to argue with you there, brother.
He's a bigger choker than Mark Sanchez.
Yep, I ain't going to argue with you there, man. And Jerry Jones lives and dies by Tony Romo. Well, Cowboy fans got a long road ahead.
He's got a big old man crush on him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Maybe he needs a shot of testosterone to get over that man crush.
Yeah.
Something. And that's a real quarterback.
Listen, man, did you hear this news we just heard? That they signed Leon Lett as some kind of assistant defensive line coach? Can you imagine that? Are you insane? Leon Lett alone, they hire him as a coach?
That's awesome.
Yeah, they got to put
That's awesome.
directions on his shoes so they know which goal line to go to.
Yeah, and duct tape his hands so he don't touch a fumble again. Oh my God, I couldn't believe that, man.
Yeah. He might look at Forrest Gump as a genius now. Smart man.
Please tell me one of y'all saw where ESPN had a typo in regards to Nick Saban's contract extension. It says Bama gives Satan extension, and then gives like 3 details to it. That was the headline.
Really?
Whatever he's done, the man's pushing 60 years old, still looks like that, and gets all the 5-star athletes he wants.
I know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Oh no.
But Leon Lett, now he might only graduate cum laude at UT though.
Wait, did he even go to college?
Oh no, she's here, Todd.
Oh brother.
And I'm what? And I want to hear her say this. I'm what?
She's busy. She's running back. She's getting ready for the Women's Expo tomorrow.
She's looking for something. She's frantic.
Yeah, I need to hear these words come out of her mouth. I'm what? I'm right.
Yeah. Oh God, here she comes, Todd. Hang up.
No, I got to deal with her.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, we got about 45 seconds.
I'm glad y'all got to talk to me. I got to go.
Have at it.
You are the most corrupt person in the world. Oh, he hung up.
He hung up on you.
Perfect timing.
You didn't hear what he said earlier, did you?
I didn't.
Good.
I had better things to do. I mean, he's so right. He's so awesome. Go Vols. Okay.
He is, man. He's hardcore. Todd at the mail pouch.
Todd's my boy. He calls in. He helps us out of a lot of problems sometimes, and Todd's a good guy. Him and Brandy like to go back and forth about all sorts of stuff. But we will be right back with the second half of the Bartow Sports Showcase. John Underwood in the studio, Frank Sieber. We'll be right back after a couple of commercials.
Fox in the fast lane.
Points leader Greg Biffle would love to win this weekend at Martinsville, but he knows.
You look at the stats, and Martinsville hasn't been our best place as a company, let alone as me as the driver of the 16 team.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. loves Martinsville because
we've had some good success there, so I'm hoping to have a good race like we did last year and maybe have an opportunity to try to be in the battle for the win.
And Bobby Labonte, currently in 20th place, thinks Martinsville could be
one of those racetracks that I think, as far as a race team like us, we can definitely go there, and I think we can be, have a great day.
Actor Gary Sinise in Martinsville this weekend, too, playing a fundraising concert with his Lieutenant Dan Band to help build a house for a wounded vet, and then act as Grand Marshal for the race. And this year's Sprint All-Star Race getting a makeover, the race being split into 5 segments with a mandatory pit stop before the final 10-lap sprint for the $1 million prize. Fox in the Fast Lane, I'm Marjay Tashina, Fox News Radio.
Do you want a healthier alternative to a carbonated energy drink? Visalis Science has developed 2 instant and long-lasting energy drinks for more energy and better performance. Visalis Pro and Go energy drinks are designed for everyone that lives a very active lifestyle. Both drinks can be taken anytime for long-lasting energy and better performance. The great and natural way to get ready for that big game. To order, contact Brandon East at 404-642-7355. Visalis Pro and Go, the great alternative for healthy energy. Able Management Service is a full-service property management company located in Cartersville, Georgia, that offers property management service in Bartow and the surrounding county. Able Management provides tenant procurement, background checks, along with handling the eviction process, re-keys, board-ups, and trash-outs. Able Management can help you find the special home that you're looking for. We also handle lease purchases and corporate housing. Contact us today whether you're looking for a place to rent or for someone to manage your property. You can call us at 770-607-4001 or catch us on the web at www.ablemanagement.biz.
Our local high school baseball teams work hard to look great on the field every night, while I work hard every day to help my clients look good and feel great. Hi there, my name is Adina Harper, and I'm a professional image consultant. I can help you with your skincare and glamour needs. Make sure to ask me about a complimentary makeover session to help you with that new professional look. You can find me at adinaharper.com. And remember, I'm here to help you look good and feel great.
At BB&T, sharing financial knowledge is our responsibility, our privilege, and our legacy. For more than 135 years, BB&T has been sharing the knowledge our clients need to move in a brighter financial direction. We also share a commitment to our community, supporting our schools, arts, and sports programs, helping businesses grow and families become homeowners. Because when you share knowledge, you share so much more. BB&T, sharing knowledge for a brighter direction.
Member FDIC. Loans subject to credit approval. Equal housing lender.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the Bartow Sports Showcase. John Underwood in the studio, Frank Sieber, and I do believe we have got Mr. Kevin Weekly on the line. What's going on, Kevin?
Greetings from Athens. How's everybody?
It's been an interesting day. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm good. Real good.
Does it look like it is fixed to come a flood down there?
It sure does. And the wind's picked up, and it looks like it's about 8:20.
Yeah, it's looking very nasty out here. Just to let everybody know that was going to tune in tonight, 2 listening to the Adairsville Sylacauga, Alabama baseball game. The game got bumped up to about 4:30 this afternoon, and because of inclement weather coming, and it's coming, we with our schedules and everything, we just could not get it to work out. So we canceled the game tonight. So we're here live in the studio doing the show. And Kevin, you were just so good. We've already got a caller calling in. So hold on one second. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this? Hello?
Yeah.
I think.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right. Yeah, I've got some questions for the dog guy.
All right. Go
When are
right.
they going to wake up and get rid of Rick?
Not for the next 3 years.
Well,
I don't think they'll buy him out, and I don't think I know he's not going to leave on us.
well, you can't play when you got suspended players, and obviously he's not doing his job. These kids that keep getting in trouble, and they continuously stay in trouble. Not to mention the fact that we need a little less Bible study and a little more playbook time. Because every time I see something on the internet, he's doing everything but learning plays. And come on, we lost to Central Florida 2 years ago. We lost to a really bad Michigan State team. Bobo ain't getting no better. My kid's Pee-wee team has made better plays than what Mike Bobo has in the past 3 years. I'm a dog fan. I've been there. I'd rather see a 5-10 season, if that's even possible, over the 10-2 Bulls that we're putting up with year in and year out from the Mark Richt regime.
You're not by yourself on that. On thinking that. You can't argue his winning percentage, and I know you can say, well, he hadn't won anything that means anything. But and if he did win anything that meant anything, it was early. But I think it's going to be a pleasant surprise, and I think that the play calling is going to go through Rick, and if he don't like it, he's going to change it. He's not wearing that headset for nothing.
Well, I hope not. But you can only push over the 1970 Independence Bowl and Liberty Bowl to put up a 2000 Independence Bowl, and to put up, you can kick over your 1990-something Outback Bowl and kick over a 2000 Outback Bowl. But so far, it's just that 42 and 80 national title trophy sitting there by themselves.
Right. Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, it is time. It is definitely time to contend and or win a national championship.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
He needs to do that, and he needs to do it quick.
Well, I think it's the Marshall kid. He's not calling this year's team the Dream Team. He's calling them the Ring Team. I like that attitude. He's not just wanting to win. He's wanting to win a national title. And he brings up a key point. You're constantly, season after season after season, you're putting in 4 stars, 5 stars. You're getting them there. You're getting your blue field. They're coming in. They're there. But you're wasting them? Come on.
We're getting ready to see if we're wasting them or not because of the people that have been dismissed. The Dream Team, we've already lost 30% of the Dream Team, which was the year before the Ring Team. Now we've got the Ring Team and 30% of the Dream Team that need to get on the field, and a lot of those boys are going to get a chance to get on the field. So we've got the athletes to overcome, anything that's been put in front of us. We just need to get out there and play, and we need to win.
This is going to be their easiest schedule, and it don't help the fact that the kids can't keep their hands in their pockets and do what they're supposed to do, which is go to school, go to practice.
One thing about that is Rick is he's going to let you know if somebody got in trouble. Saban, Miles, they're going to sweep it up under the rug. It's going to be left right there in the athletic house, and nobody's going to hear about it. And it's just the way things are. We hear a lot more about people doing things than you hear out of a lot of schools that have the same problems.
Here's the part of that. It's easy to ignore that dirty rug when you're staring at that crystal football sitting on top of that national championship trophy.
There's some truth to that, but I also respect the university, and I would like to keep things above board and clean. And I have nothing against our drug policy being tougher than everybody else's. And the thing is, the boys shouldn't be smoking dope.
Yeah.
And and that's the bottom line, no matter what. If you talk to a lot of people, they'd say, kick them off the team, pack the bags for them. And then you have other people that say, give them. Suspend them for a week and let them play on Saturday. So that's all across the board is, how people feel about that.
Yeah, everybody's going to have a different opinion on that.
Definitely up and down on the suspensions, but like I said, come on, Saban stepped into LSU, won a national championship. Wes Miles has stepped into LSU, won a national championship. Urban Meyer stepped into Florida, won 2. Saban goes off to the NFL for God knows what reasons, but he comes back. And he don't even miss a lick at Alabama, 2 more national championships, and it's just frustrating to us old dogs that's been sitting around for years watching the Terrell Davises go through, watching the Hines Wards go through, the Champ Baileys, the Matt Stafford, and the best we can do is we can either put on our 1980s championship shirt or we can buy the next bowl championship shirt that goes with that year's bowl game.
I'm with you. I was at the university in 1980, and every year I think we're going to win a national championship. And for some strange reason, I keep on thinking that same thing.
Yeah, me too.
And it's one of the best times of my life, Bourbon Street, 1980. I'd like to do that again. I might not be able to stay up as late, but
well, I think we all want a little sugar falling from the sky in 1980 and. It's bound to come, but I don't want to be so old that I can't enjoy it.
I hear you on that. I'm with you, and I think
I enjoyed the first one. I was 5, and I don't want to be too old to enjoy the next one. So if these guys can they can just pull themselves together and I've talked around. I'm here in Calhoun, Georgia, north of Atlanta here, and a lot of the Dogs fans around here got super excited when they heard Hines Ward was sniffing around down there last week. And
I don't see where we can go wrong with Hines Ward.
No, I can't either.
I mean, he'll teach those. He can teach a lot of people a lot of things, and also, I don't know how a recruit would feel when Hines Ward shows up at his doorstep, but I would think he'd feel pretty good about things.
I think so, too.
Well, I think he would stare at one of the 2 or 3 Super Bowl rings for a few minutes, and then maybe be influenced to come to Georgia a little bit.
You do the Latin hustle when he walks in the door?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, y'all guys have a good evening. I'm going to get back to listening to your show. I know you're sick of hearing the dog griping here, so...
no, just keep on pulling for him. Something good's going to happen to you.
Yeah, we appreciate the call.
Understands come fall. That's not never going to change.
I'm on the same page with you. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate the call. You have a good evening.
You too.
Well, Kevin, we knew someone was going to call in and ask the question, and right off the bat we did, but I have, I get upset about it myself, too. I know a lot of Dog fans get upset about it, too. We've just got to stay true to them and just see what happens.
I've been getting up at 2:30 every night this week, checking my email and going online to see if, we had any more news out there. I hope everything's over with.
Oh, I think so, too. Well, we got another caller on the line. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel. How's it going tonight?
Good.
What you want to talk about this evening?
I got a good question from my buddy Kevin as far as how can we keep these players out of trouble? What's it going to take for them to realize that it's either stay out of trouble or stay off the team? And just want to get Kevin's advice as far as what his expectations for our team coming up this year and what he actually thinks is going to happen.
Daniel, this is just my thought. And I don't know if it'll work or not. I don't know if it'll help. But Dooley gave the players the opportunity to vote on a team captain before spring practice started. And that captain had a lot of pull in the rules and keeping up with what the players were doing, making them responsible for each other. Could tell them they could, you had to run after practice, or you couldn't wear your stuff to school, whatever they'd come up with to just make your life miserable. I don't think that having different captains every week, is a good thing for one thing. But I think if we had in-house maid or, somebody to clean up in the locker room that people had to answer for, and if somebody got in trouble, all 75 people could vote on it. Mm-hmm. And if they didn't like the one-game suspension and they told Rick that it was going to be 2 games, it'd be 2. If he had to stay after practice and run 50 gassers, then that's what he would do. And just, make the boys...
Make them accountable for themselves.
Exactly.
Do you think even with all the suspensions that are going to be coming up, as far as I know, they're going to be out for those first few games? I think we've got Missouri and South Carolina. Are we still going to be able to hold the ship?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we will, too.
I think you've got that Green kid from Missouri. You got Green on one side. You got Mo on the other side. Green is all world. Everybody in the country wanted him. Missouri pretty much told him, if you come to Mizzou, you're going to start from day one. I think that is one reason why you see Malcolm Mitchell move to cornerback, is because
I think he can.
We're going to put our best athlete on yours, and we're going to get it on.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to hang with him. I don't think Green's going to have as good of a game against us as he thinks he's going to.
And it's too bad Rambo can't welcome him to the SEC.
Somebody will.
I think we'll be okay, Daniel. We need to get to South Carolina undefeated and go up there, and that's going to be a war.
Yeah, it is.
How come it's flipped? I guess because of the extra game added in the turn. Normally, we play South Carolina prior to Tennessee. So.
Yeah, when Missouri came in, they just. I'm glad they did that. Actually, that gives us more time to get ready. And just think, if we'd have got South Carolina at the time we had them last year, we would not have everybody on the field. So it's turned out to be a good thing. So let's don't argue with them.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, it's good talking to you, Kevin.
So take it easy, Daniel.
We appreciate it, Daniel. Good Lord. I have to agree with Daniel on that one. I am glad that they moved the South Carolina game back to, I believe it's the 6th game of the season, because even without the suspensions, that was always the toughest game because it was 2nd game of the year.
Yeah, and it's just people that it's your first big SEC game, and people are nervous, and there's 100,000 people there screaming. You really got to step up. I'm glad we're playing South Carolina when we're playing. I mean, it's a must-win game. And it'll be fun going up there to Cockville.
Oh, yeah, it's going to definitely be interesting. I've gotten to drive by the campus one time, and, well, that was fun. But I'm not going to lie, there's nothing like being in Athens. And, my wife, Brandy, she's a UT fan, but she's a closet Georgia fan as well. And we went to, we came down to Athens a little while back, and she loved it. We went. Well, actually, it was last year. We came down for the Coastal Carolina game. Me and her got to go, and she loved Athens, loved the campus, and it was great. And I've been to a bunch of different campuses. There's nothing like coming to Athens and being there.
That's a good opportunity to come. Is April 14th, 3:00 kickoff for G-Day. No charge to get in. You might want to bring some canned food to donate to the food bank. That's not a must, but
be sweet.
It's open seating, easy to park, and it's officials. The only thing they don't do is return punts and kickoffs. Special teams is not full speed, but it's first defense against second offense and first offense against second defense, and you'll get to see everybody from your high school or whoever that's got a Georgia uniform. You get a chance to look at them on the field, and what a beautiful place to watch a football game.
Oh Lord, yeah, we're going to be down there, and we're going to bring the show to you live from Athens, Georgia, on Friday night before G-Day, and I'm all sorts of excited about that. And it's going to be a good weekend. really looking forward to it. April 14th in Athens, 3 o'clock kickoff. Come down there. Even if you can't come stay tonight, make the trip, come down, see the game, hang out with us. We're going to have a good old time.
We will be tailgating in the Tate Center parking deck, overlooking the dog walk, which is right adjacent to the bookstore and behind the bridge and the big scoreboard. All you have to do is when you get to the decks, walk up to the second level and go out to the sunshine, and we'll be over there right near where the buses pull up to let the dogs out, and you can yell at them and tell them whatever you want to tell them.
Yeah, that's right. And, we're really looking forward to this. I am. I've gotten to come to the G-Day game one other time, and it was a good long while back. And matter of fact, Bill Goldberg was there. I can't remember if they retired this night. I don't remember exactly what he was there for, but we went to the baseball game. He got to throw out the first pitch to the baseball game as well, and it was just a good day. There's going to be a baseball game before the G-Day game. I think it starts at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I think we were playing Tennessee that day at 1. Also, at the G-Day game, after you can get autographs and talk to the players towards the end of the fourth quarter, and when they're leaving the field, Rick doesn't hurry them off the field, and you can reach over the hedges and shake hands with them, talk to them. They'll all be lined up. It's a pretty easy environment. So if you've got something you want to get signed or whatever, it's a good opportunity to get that done. And there's also, I think it's going to be on August 18th. There's going to be Pitcher Day, where the guys will be sitting at tables, and you can get in line, and all the players will be there and get anything signed you want.
Well, we'll probably have to come back down there for that, too. Yeah, I'm going to be like a kid in a candy store when I get down there. I am every time I come to Athens.
Well, stay out of downtown Athens, please, football players.
Yes. Please, just stay out of trouble. That's all anybody wants. Just stay out of trouble. Come on. Please, for all of us.
It's not that hard of a thing to do.
It's really not. And, I hate that, there's been a few of them get in trouble, and it's been everywhere, and everybody knows about it. And I have to agree with you. Coach Rick comes straight out and tells everybody. He does. But you don't really hear of any other program that's got, well, so-and-so got suspended this week, so-and-so, they got in trouble this week, because I don't think they come out and say it.
I think the NCAA at some point, I don't know when, and there might be some laws that say they can't do the Student Privacy Act or something. I'm not a lawyer. But, the schools are pretty much making the rules of things like failing a drug test or on that particular university, and that doesn't seem to be fair, and I think that may bite you as far as recruiting and things go. I think, I hope it doesn't, but it's just, you can get away with a lot more things than you can at the University of Georgia if you want to be a troublemaker.
Oh, yeah. And this excited me. I saw this story the other day, and this excited me. I know it's going to, my wife was a little upset about it because it deals with the University of Tennessee. But do you remember Derek Rogers?
Oh, sure.
The story, there's a possibility. Don't come in here and try to turn my mic off. He's the one that, for everybody that doesn't know, he's the one that was committed to the University of Georgia and at the last minute switched to Tennessee. He's supposedly, and I don't know how much truth there is to this, but he is being kicked off the University of Tennessee, or kicked out of the university because of academics, and is transferring to, well, then what is it? Since you're standing there, won't you tell everybody what it is?
He was having some problems attending the meetings and sticking to the Vol policies.
And academics.
So he left the team and went to Georgia State voluntarily.
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 And
at least he wasn't eating pot brownies.
That will be an upgrade from the practice at Tennessee, right?
Wow.
Oh my God.
He'll be good going into Saturday because I'll be killing him through the week. He'll be good to go.
She broke the headphones.
She broke the headphones. I think she broke 2 or 3 doors.
Microphones.
Oh, Lord.
Man.
She's going to beat my tail when I get out there.
Yeah, I'm going to watch.
I know you're going to watch. But she knows I love her. She knows we pick at each other all the time about football.
2 weeks and we're in Athens.
Uh-oh.
Get his stuff there.
I don't know if you can hear her or not, Kevin. She said you've got 2 weeks and we're going to be in Athens, so you better get your stuff right.
I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Oh, yeah.
Do not wear anything orange.
She won't. She won't. When we came to Athens for the Coastal Carolina game, she was in more red than I was.
Yeah, my kids will scan you when you get to the front door. You'll need a barcode, and if it's anything orange, you will get rejected.
Well, I will go ahead and tell you this, because it's her car keys. There is a orange Tennessee flip-flop keychain. It's her keys. I can't do nothing about it, so that will be the only thing. Anything else, I'll probably be in my Fox Sports shirt, or I'll probably have a red shirt on, something. But
well, that buddy of yours that has the mailbox store, if he's got a key-making machine, you can run by there and get a key made, put it in the glove box, and lose those.
I might just have to hide that one for a minute. I don't know. I'll leave them in the car. Oh, sorry, sweetie. I must have dropped them when I got out of the car. My bad.
But everything else is good up here. It's been a rough week, but we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think we will be too.
Excited to see some of these people that I know can play get on the field. And Brandon Smith, Rambo, and Sanders Cummings, they're all practicing like nothing's happened. So
well, that's good. You know, they might be in a little bit of trouble, but they need to stay out there with the mentality, hey, everything's going to be fine. I'm going to have to sit out a couple games. But when it comes down to it, I'm still a very vital part of this team. I'm still a very big part of this team being successful. Whether I'm on the field during the game or not, I need to practice like I'm going to be.
Yeah, I don't think it would do Rambo any good to, from a personnel standpoint in the NFL, to get in trouble twice, threaten the university with a I'm going to enter the supplemental draft unless you let me appeal the suspension, and then turn you back on the university. I don't think that's going to go over well with too many owners or people that are in charge of hiring college players to play in the NFL. So I don't think that's a very smart move.
No.
I think he needs to just man up and stick it out. And he's a good player and a good kid. And
I think everything come out in the wash. Oh, yeah. Well, Kevin, we got about a minute left. We appreciate you calling in. We had 2 tough
Hey,
callers
Frank, I enjoyed talking to you, brother.
Sometimes Frank don't say much.
Yeah. How you doing, brother?
And that's the way we like
I'm
it.
doing good. Y'all take it easy. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll see you later, Kevin.
Bye.
Yeah. Listen, man, the bottom line is this guy's got to stay out of trouble. Just realize, just, go to school. You're there to do what you got to do, and the coaches shouldn't have to be babysitters, man.
I agree. I completely agree. Well, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Kevin Weekly. Check his Facebook page out, Georgia fans that support Coach Mark Richt. And I also want to say thank you to our other sponsors right before we go. Red Top Mower, they're 8 miles south of Main Street on Highway 41 on the left. Miss Patty Lovelace, I know she's listening. Appreciate you taking us to lunch today. She's great. We love Miss Patty down there. Lawnmowers, weed eaters, anything they got.
Go-karts.
She actually told me today that if I quote unquote stole a go-kart, she wouldn't shoot at me. So and no, they don't just randomly shoot at people. And Body by Vi, the Visalis challenge. Send Brandy an email. It's bnu8784@gmail.com. But Frank, I appreciate you being here with me tonight, and we will be back next week. And thanks for listening to Bartow Sports Showcase on NewsTalk AM 1270 WYXC.